Welcome everyone. If you're just signing on, if this is your first time doing Zoom, just make sure your microphone is muted, and it's easiest if you go to the top right corner for the speaker view, unless you want to see everyone doing yoga, which is totally fine. And you're also welcome to turn off your camera if you prefer for me or the other folks not to see you. And we'll get started in just a minute in a comfortable seat on your block. So when you take your time to find your comfortable seat, make sure you can be here for a few minutes. Once you've found that place to settle and sit, allow your eyes to close. And as your eyes close off to the outer world, take a little dive inside your mind and see what's going on for you this morning. Maybe you're just getting up and just day, so it could be calm and clear for a while, and the bustle and hustle of the day has already begun in your brain. It's just good to know starting from right when you come to your mat. What part of your lower body is in contact with your mat or even the floor? Are you holding any tension in your toes, your ankles, or even your knees? Pay attention to where your sits bones are in contact with a block or a pillow or a blanket. And begin to move your awareness from your lower spine, your lower back area, all the way up to the crown of your head. See if that allows you to sit a little taller. And maybe your comfortable seated position feels a little more grounded. Your spine feels a little more lifted. Notice how those first and points of attention have shifted your mind. From your grounded but aware seat, begin to find a little bit more attention on your breath, slowing it down, going just a little deeper with your inhale and with your exhale. No need to gulp or grasp for the breath right at the beginning. Slowly, slowly adding a little more length to both your in-breath and your out-breath. Giving yourself moments of quiet and stillness right at the beginning. Allowing time to do what it does and allowing things in your mind to settle. Your breath may have already gotten away from you, and that's perfectly good if that happened. You just bring it back. Bring back your attention to its length and its depth. At this point, you may feel more comfortable adding to your inhale and your exhale, making them even a little deeper. But again, no grasping or gulping for air. Just one more minute here. Steady seat, tall spine, and calm breath. Try not to attach any thoughts. Find your attention back on your breath. We'll try to grasp at your attention. You take the time to not attach to them, to notice them, but to come back. Keeping your eyes closed, your hands to heart center, elbows soft by your sides. If you have any kind of intention or purpose, or just a word you'd like to bring to mind to keep you focused for this next hour, now is a nice time to formulate that or to find that in your mind. Once you've found it, making your way from your seat, you can release your hands, release your eyes, and find a child's pose towards the back or middle edge of your mat. Don't let your block or any prop be too far away. Arms outstretched, knees wide. Forehead does not need to touch the mat. You can use your prop to set your forehead, and your hips are welcome to stay nice and high. Good. So child's pose. Still attention on your breath. Now you can have more of that awareness of your breath into your back body. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping your face relaxed as you continue to breathe. Maybe there's a sticky spot in your spine this morning, low, middle, or high on your back. See if you can detect which area is tighter, so you can direct your breath a little bit more intentionally into that region of your spine. Just for 3 more rounds. And exhale. Always remembering the breath comes first. That the movement is secondary to the breath. Inhale, come forward, all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Now everyone make sure you've got some space side to side so you don't kick any walls or people or chairs or refrigerators or trees or anything like that. Knees come together. Inhale, right leg behind, big down, hip pointing down, just like you would go into a bird dog. Exhale, bend your right knee out to the side like a dog on a fire hydrant. Inhale, straighten it back behind, hip and big toe pointing down. Exhale, knee and just kind of oiling up the hip joint. So continue from the hip pointed down to the knee pointed out to the side. You're welcome to come onto your forearms if that feels better. You're welcome to stay on your palms. Please, please, please don't neglect your breath. The knee doesn't need to be crazy high. We're just finding that hip socket awakening. Last two. You want a little more heat. The breath in and out of the nose is always a great option. Last one, hold it out to the side. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, foot down, gate pose. So pointing your big toe straight ahead. Make sure your leg isn't falling too far behind you, that it's shooting straight out of your hip. Arms walk forward, ahead of your shoulders. Exhale, sit back. Doesn't have to be all the way, but some way. Good. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, sitting back, hips towards the wall or space behind you. Exhale, come up. So just continue going back and forth, making sure your foot is pointed straight ahead. Good. Keep on going. It's a lot to get into this inner thigh space and your hips start. Last two. Hold that last one back a little bit extra, maybe 1 millimeter farther back, only if that feels right in your body. And like it's not gonna hurt you, we're not looking for hurt. Inhale, come forward, walk your hands and wrists under your shoulders. Keep your right leg out to the side. Again, be aware of your space. We're gonna walk your left hand under your left shoulder and your right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, right leg lifting up, just like a half moon with your left knee down. Keep your right fingers up towards the ceiling. Nice. Breathe in. Exhale, just tap your right foot down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, tap your right foot down. So that's the first movement we're doing right here. Is the big toe side of your right foot down and then lifting back up. And you might be like, oh my gosh, what is happening in my backside? That's called some strength and some awareness. So just lifting and lowering. Two more. Light pressure in your bottom hand. Full breath attention. Last one. Hold it up right here. Bend at your right knee. Bring it out in front of you. Take your right hand to your ankle. So you're grasping your ankle in front of you and then slowly taking it back. I think my camera just froze. So you're slowly taking it back like you're stretching into the front of your right quad. Keep on breathing. So it's a supported Chapasana, keeping your chest open, light pressure in your left hand. Last two breaths. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release back into your supported half moon, leg out to the side, arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot down. Walk it back around, gate pose. Good. Exhale, sit back for the final time here. Not to the point where your left knee feels strained, but where the right inner thigh and the right hip feel spacious. Good. Nice, slow, solid inhale. Slow descending exhale. Inhale, come up, hands under shoulders, right knee in, left knee out. All the fun on the second side. So left leg straight out from your side. Again, without your leg falling behind, bringing it up so it's shooting straight out of your hip. Hands walk a good foot in front of your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, sitting back. Inhale. At your own breath. Exhale, sitting back. Notice if you're rushing or hurrying yourself this morning. Remember that hurrying is a form of violence against time, so you're just taking your time. Noticing this leg, this side. Last two. Holding the last one back. Keeping your breath smooth. In and out. In and out. Option to take your hands wider for a nice wide V, softer in the shoulders. Last 2 breaths holding here. Inhale, coming up. Beginning to bring your hands under your shoulders, walking to the side, right hand under your shoulder, left fingers up towards the ceiling. Half moon, right knee down. Inhale, picking up your left foot. Exhale, tapping the big toe side down. Inhale, picking it up. There you guys go. Exhale, bringing it down. Now, watch if you're just flinging your body around. Intentional movement paired with your breath is what we're looking for. Inhale. Maybe a little hard. Maybe you start to have a little more around your hip and those muscles that are trying to help you. Last 2. Holding the last one up, pause. Exhale, knee towards the front. Take your left hand, grabbing right at the base of your shin, and then exhale, kicking it back like you're going for a nice chest opener, nice quad opener, hip flexor, so as the whole front panel of your body. It's easy for the breath to stop, so bring yours back. Right? The knee can be down a little bit, doesn't have to be as high as the hip. Again, we're looking for ease in the body, not strain. Relax into your jaw. Last 2 breaths. Exhale brings you back into supported half moon, releasing the ankle, fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left foot down, walk it back around. Last visit to gate pose. Shift it back, sit it back. Ooh, it should feel a little more with ease, a struggle. If it still feels like a struggle, that's okay. The body loves to hold on to things. Last 2 breaths. Tiny bit farther back if it feels right for you. Inhale brings you forward and return to tabletop, knee under your hip. Now, I know all of you I have gotten the lovely privilege to do yoga with, so find just some organic movement here, side to side, out, move. Close your eyes so you're not worried about anyone else. Just getting some extra freedom moments in your body here. Any kind of twist is nice. Any kind of loud sigh or exhale. Maybe a child's pose and stillness is serving you right now. Maybe you start to move a little bit more actively in the next few seconds and moments, moving yourself to your downward facing dog. If you've got anything going on with your wrists or your shoulders, downward dog on your forearms is a good option, and so is puppy pose. Don't forget those. So your downward dog. Add whatever movement you need in your downward dog. Same options, right? Movement, stillness, twisting, lifting of a limb, an arm or a leg. Watching if the knees need an extra bend to take some of the pressure off of your shoulders. From your downward facing dog, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold, wide feet, heavy head. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, come up halfway, long back and spine. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach wide to the side, bend your knees, come all the way up to. Good. Exhale, dive it down. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. So half a salutation continuing, halfway lift, full forward fold, out and up. Take 2 more on your own rhythm of breath. No hurry. technology. All right, forward fold, Uttanasana. Feel a little shake to your head, yes. A bigger shake, no. Step back, downward dog. Wider hands, wider feet this time, soft knees. Your hands and feet don't need to be on your mat. They can be fully off. Again, puppy pose might be your option. Downward dog on the forearms, dolphin might be your option. Good. Exhale, big bend in the knees, shift your heart back towards your thighs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bigger bend. Inhale, straighten. Take 5 more of these. Again, just fully limbering through the joints, the muscles, the breath. Try to just focus on your knees. Keep your arms as steady as possible, whether it's forearms up or forearms down. Good. Last 2. Then bringing yourself back into your regular downward facing dog. Hands and feet a little closer, but not crowding your shoulders or your hips. Walk your feet back, preparing for your first plank. Inhale, coming forward. Shoulders only atop your wrists, not any farther. Relaxing through your jaw. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your knees down. Breathe in again. Exhale, slowly lower your chest to the floor, forehead to the floor. Hands stay as they are. Inhale, low cobra, keep looking down. Exhale, lower. Again, low cobra, keep looking down. Exhale, lower. I know it's tempting to look forward. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Watch how hard your hands are pushing against the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Knees stay down. Press up into your plank. Toes tuck under. Inhale, lift your knees up. High plank. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet forward a good couple inches. Big sigh out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your non-dominant foot up first. Dominant foot to follow, forward. Hang it down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach out to the side, up to the ceiling, tall, tall, tall. Exhale, dive it down. Going through that again, just a simple sun salutation, halfway up. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank, keep your eyes forward. Breathe in. Exhale, knees down. Breathe in again. Exhale, lower your chest to the floor. Cobra on your inhale. Release on your exhale. Cobra on your inhale. Release on your exhale. Remember, you're in charge here of the pace. Next exhale, plank with your knees down. Inhale, high plank up. Your exhale, downward dog. Big sigh out again. Move your jaw, move your head, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, knees bigger, bigger bend right here. Exhale, non-dominant foot up. Step it forward all the way to the top and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, out and up overhead. I'm going to take you through 1 more exhale. Dive it down of this variation. Halfway up. Exhale, hands down. Non-dominant foot steps back first. Plank pose. Just getting a little bit of that strong warmth. Breathe in. Exhale, knees down. Breathe in, pause. Exhale, chest down, elbows into your sides. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more cobras. Or if you feel ready for upward dog, extending your arms, lifting your legs off the ground. Staying for 2 breaths. Or sticking with cobra. Good. Find your way to downward facing dog. Big old exhale. 2 more breaths, landing in your dog. As you come forward, non-dominant foot again is what leads you to the top. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, reach out and up. Now, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You can move in that exact same sequence. If you have any kind of other sun salutation you'd like to do, or you like to hop back into low chaturanga, or you like to continue with your knees down, I just want you to do what works best for you this morning, slower. calmer. Maybe swifter is what you need this morning. Good. And the nice thing about being in your own home, you don't have to see anyone else around you. You don't have to worry. Again, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels in your body, not just in general, but today. Because your body is going to feel wildly different later today. So it's good to pay attention to what you need in this moment. More or less. Again, there's no right answer. It's just what you need now. You still have plenty of time. If you can't hear any kind of sound, that means maybe you've stopped breathing. So I'm going to ask you to please bring it back. Slowly. Not looking for the multi, looking for the adding of length and space, even to your breath here. If you're doing anything asymmetrical, like lifting a leg or stepping back with certain feet, go ahead and work in the next few moments or the next round, round and a half to bring it back so you're even side to side. Option to end in child's pose, downward dog. Anywhere you want to be is where we're going to meet, because we're all going to be in different spaces and different places in our practice this morning. Nice. I love that everyone was on their own timing, adding or taking away what worked for you this morning. From whatever posture you're in, make your way to child's pose. If you have anything delicate going on with your knees, or you've had any kind of replacement or surgery, please just give yourself extra attention, care, and time for if you need to go find a blanket or anything like that. Child's pose position in the knees. Start to bring your torso upright, preparing for saddle. So knees wide, big toes together. I've got a camping mat underneath me, so the floor doesn't feel so hard. Walking your hands back. Fingers can point either out to the side or forward, and then bend your elbows, leaning back a tiny bit more. Yeah. Oh, look at the little baby. It's going to come do yoga with us. Oh. Now, we're not looking for the shins to lift. I want your shins to stay on the ground. You should feel a lot happening in your quad. Relax your shoulders. Don't get so tight in the shoulders. You can always come up, take a break from it, and then return, walk your fingers back again, leaning back. It might serve you to stay exactly as you are on your hands. You may try one elbow down. If you get there, you're like, nope, I'm never going to be able to get up. Come back up. You may feel an intense wave of heat come over your body. That happens. It's a normal sensation. Make sure you breathe. Keep rooting your shins, grounding your shins, the front of your feet, in front of your ankles into the floor. The quads get really bound up. Again, you can always come up and sit if you need a moment. You've got 5 more breaths wherever you are in this saddle posture. Knees should be wide. Support should be there, including the support of your breath. About 2 or 3 more rounds, depending on your rhythm of breath. Slowly, if you're on your back or your elbows, come up one piece at a time. No need to shoot yourself up. Nice and easy. Relax your jaw. Walk it all the way, hands to the sides of your legs. Walk it forward, tabletop, one leg back at a time. So right leg, right toes tucked, just getting blood flow back into your knee. Left leg, left toes tucked, back into your knee. One more time each leg. You might start to feel that kind of pins and needles sensation. Woo. And then again, anything going on in your knees, extra blankets, folding up your mat to the side is good. Left foot, step your left foot up between your hands and then walk it out a few extra inches. Low runner's lunge, no hurry to lift your torso where your shoulders come up over your hips, arms towards the sky or ceiling. Really important, you guys know I'm like the knee police out there. Look at your left knee. Your knee and your toe should be pointing in the same direction. If it's slightly out, that's okay, as long as they're pointing both slightly out. If it's straight ahead, it's straight ahead. Exhale, let your right hip feel heavier, sinking a little bit closer to the ground. Nice. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your chest, cactus arms. Inhale, just your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend, then bring them back into cactus. Good, one more, up. Exhale, down. Arms down by your side, hands frame your left foot, right toes tucked under. Inhale, lift your right knee. Slowly bring your hands to your left side. Stay leaning forward. Lower body's in a high runner's lunge, torso staying leaning forward. Good. Then inhale, come all the way up, high lunge. Use your right, literally find your right bum and squeeze it a bit. Squeeze it, and you're like, what? How do I do that? Trying to connect your brain to your body. Finding your right glute, giving it a little bit of contraction. One more breath in. Exhale, bend your right, tiny steps, your right foot to meet your left. Keep your arms up, keep your arms up. Oh, a lot of you took it in one big bite. That's okay. Arms are still up towards the ceiling, tall through your whole spine. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, dive it down, forward fold. Hang in your forward fold, drop the weight of your head, and I want you to just feel the asymmetry in your body. Feel a little bit in the difference of one leg, one hip versus the other. Big exhale out of your mouth. Right foot stays at the top, left leg goes up and back, preparing for the second side, left knee down. Right foot walks a few inches forward, low lunge, arms towards the ceiling. You may need a little more support under that back knee, you may need a little less. All right, be your own personal knee police. Look at your right knee, your right foot. Are they pointing the same direction? Once they are, then you can feel free to feel a little heavier in your hips, the front of the left quad a little closer to the ground. Yeah. Secure in your lower body, then exhale, arms into cactus, lift your chest. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Little shoulder mobility. Exhale, bend your elbows chest high. One more, inhale. Exhale, hold your arms into cactus. Keep your knee and toes pointing that same direction. One more inhale. Exhale, hands frame your right foot. Lean forward. Left toe tucked under, left knee lifts. High lunge in your lower body as you walk your hands to your right thigh and pause. Stay leaning forward. Again, steady in your lower body before you lift. Shoulders over hips, arms towards the ceiling. Use and find your left glute. If you need to put your left hand on your left bum, go ahead. I'm just trying to put a little bit of contracting action into that muscle. Also releasing the front of the left hip. Notice if you're straightening your front leg, keep the knee stacked right atop your ankle. Nice, everybody, one more breath in. Exhale, bend your back knee, take little steps. I know some of you want to take that big bite step, little steps up to the top. Keep your arms up. Keep your arms up. Toes come to touch, chest stays high. Exhale, left knee forward. Lifting your foot so it's parallel to the ground. Just that first single leg balance right here. Breathe in. Keep your eyes up, exhale, left foot down. Inhale, right knee up, thigh parallel to the floor. Flex your ankle, little more steady in the ankle. Keep your eyes up, breathe in. Exhale, right foot down, left knee back up. Breathe in, eyes stay up, exhale, left foot down, right knee up. Flex your foot, ankle, toes up, toes up. One more breath in, arms stay up, exhale, feet down, inner hips width distance. Right, your arms are up. You're probably thinking, oh, my shoulders are getting a little tired. So notice if you're jumping, you might need your arms to go wider and more of a V, chest higher. Close your eyes. So it's extended mountain, arms a little wider than normal. Ease up through your face. Zip up through your breath a little bit more. So you use that strength of your inhale and exhale to keep you present. And if you feel a lot of warmth at your shoulders, it's okay. One more breath in. Exhale slow as you can. Let your arms come down by your sides as you open your eyes. Slow, slower, even slower. There we go. Nice. Look down, big toes come together. This is where a prop that just brings the earth a little closer. It can also be a dresser, a table, a close couch, a close bed. Big toes together, standing L. So this is not standing splits where you're trying to get as much inner thigh away from each other. Just a standing L. Basically think a warrior three shape, right leg behind. Hands can be on the ground, hands can be on a prop. I want you to start to feel that movement in your left ankle as your right leg lifts up and back. Nice. Both hips are pointing down towards the ground. Down towards the ground. Lift the back leg up a little higher. Feel energy all the way out through your toes, your heel. Exhale, right leg down and switch legs. Left leg back. Now your right leg and right ankle are going to be doing most of the work. Hips pointed down like there's a tray on your back that you don't want to drop anything on. Longer spine, longer spine. Both hips are still pointing down. It's okay to feel ever so slightly unsteady. Exhale, slowly step it down, forward fold. Feet as wide as the mat, opposite hand, opposite elbow. Just for 3 breaths, not too long in this fold. Releasing your hands from your elbows. Inhale, come up halfway. Feel free to keep your feet wide. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms out, up overhead. It's okay to keep that wide stance. And again, slow exhale, arms by your sides. Don't rush it. Doesn't need to be complicated. Then heel toe your feet all the way together so the big toes come back together. You're welcome to watch this first one. So I'm going to be showing you the straight ahead point of view, and my lovely yoga demo mother is going to be showing you from the side. It's going to be from that standing L position. You're just going to work on rolling your hip open to the side and then pointing it down to the ground. So starting in that L position, you can use the block, the table, the chair, left foot down, right foot up. So you're basically going to flirt between a warrior 3 position and a half moon position in your hip. So you're going to let your hip point down to the ground, big toe to the ground, hip out to the side, toe to the side. So you're just going to find that rotation a few times, at least 5 or 6. You can also use the wall if something like a table or chair or block isn't close to you right now. Just want you to feel your hip open up and then close down to point to the ground. Yeah, you got it. Good, Lisa. Keep that back leg active, right? We're trying to use the glute muscles. Flex through the ankle. Don't fit all the way to the stacked position if it doesn't feel right yet. Right? It's a big movement from your hips closed to the ground to open to the side. Yeah. Go about 5 times if that means 4. Breath is a little bit nautical pace, so if it means 7 because you've got a little more heated breath. Once you've done one side from a forward fold, switch to the second side, do the same number of rounds. Again, it's one hip open. Try to keep it in the same direction, so you're going to open up and then exhale, bring it down without drooping too much through the lifted leg. Yeah, so from that warrior 3 position to more of a half moon shape. This is not a transition you want to rush. You're also asking your ankle to do a ton of work for you. Again, if it's wobbly, watch what kind of self-talk is going on. There's no need to be harsh to yourself when you're doing this. Equal number of times on both sides. Then returning to a forward fold. If squat feels better, for some of us, a squat position might feel more productive right now. If you don't need another forward fold, come into a squat. You can use your block as long as your feet stay fully grounded to the floor. Still working, right? I want you to be equal side to side, because sometimes when, right, you do a lot on one side and we neglect the other side, you feel the imbalance. Or if you're in a class and the teacher like forgets to do the side, which happens every now and then, you walk out of class feeling like one leg is a little bit shorter than the other. We don't want that. So I'll meet in a squat, Malasana. I'm sitting on a block. You might be, you might not be. Please keep your feet flat. So if your hips are higher, all good. If your hips are lower, all good. Lifted chest. Both feet on the ground. Feels nice to have both feet on the earth. Wherever you are, keep the left arm inside the knee, a gentle pressure back as gentle pressure pushes in from the knee. So it's not, your arm's not really moving anywhere. Right arm open up, inhale, look up to your right thumb. Exhale, look down to your left. Inhale, look up to your right. Exhale, look down to your left. One more. Really beautiful diagonal lines with the arms, everybody. Last one, bring your head to center, right arm in front of your right knee, right on the inside. Gentle pressure in of your knee and back with your arm, left arm open. Different kind of twist. Inhale, looks up. Exhale, you look down. Inhale, you look up. Try to keep your knees slightly pressing back. Exhale, look down. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Both arms in front, right on the inside of your knees. Arms pressing back, chest lifted up. Equal effort between your arms and your inner legs. One more breath in. Exhale, put the weight in your feet so you shift forward and safely come into a half lift, feet underneath your hips. Belly up and in, half lift. Big toes come all the way together, still in that half lifted position, extended in your spine. Half moon with your left foot down. Begin to open up with your right leg. So you still keep that length integrity in your spine. So half moon is where your hips are opening up. Typically the block, the prop, is about a ruler's distance in front of your foot. So you can bring it out ahead. If it's out to the side a little bit, or in on the center, it's okay. I want you to feel like you're stable before you start moving things around. Use your bum muscles. That's what they're there for. Bottom leg is straight, not locked. Both ankles are flexed. Clearly the bottom one is. It's easy to forget about the lifted ankle. Last 2 breaths, breathe in. Exhale, come back to the forward fold. Move to your second side, Ardha Chandrasana. Knee and toe pointed straight ahead. Block can be straight out ahead, slightly out to one side if that helps you. You're opening up. So 90-degree angle between the inner thighs, a lot of lift, a lot of breath. Yeah, flex that lifted foot. Watch that bottom knee. I'm seeing a little bit of hyperextension. Remember, we want the belly of the muscle to work, not the ligaments and tendons around the joints to hold the effort. Just 2 more breaths on this side. Exhale, forward fold. Guess what? You get to do it again on each leg. Lucky you. So back to the first side, Ardha Chandrasana. Notice how you may have a preference for one side, right? Or you're trying to avoid another side. So first side. Right? This is the posture, Ardha Chandrasana. One leg down, other leg lifted, hips opening. Option for the lifted leg, bending the knee, bringing it out in front, just like you did with the knee on the ground, moving into Chapasana, taking a hold of the bottom of the shin, and then slowly opening up like you're stretching your quad. Hips are still open. Yep. Watch if you're hyperextending or really locking your standing leg. And if you're feeling all kind of spicy this morning, you might lift your bottom hand. You might need to keep it down. You might fall out of it. And then you go back and you try again. Good. If you're in Chapasana, slowly release the ankle, extend your leg back, arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, both hands down, both hips towards the ground. Exhale, fold. Nice job, everybody. Woo, last time, last side. Please don't try to immediately jump to Chapasana. Please go one step at a time. So half moon first, and that might be where you stay. Good. Watch if your foot's turning in or turning out. Try and have it go straight ahead, but more importantly, your knee and toes need to be the same direction. Option to bend the knee, bring it forward, take a hold, the bottom of the shin towards the front of the ankle. Slowly take it back. It's a big opener. That's why we did it first with the knee down on the ground. Last 2 breaths. Option to float the bottom arm or option to go, no thanks, I'm good. It'd be a really nice time to smile, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can see it, Whitney. Nice job. One more breath in, come back to half moon. Oh, try not to just crash and burn, everybody. I know it's tough. Exhale, hands down, frame your front, bottom foot, both feet down and forward fold. Whew. That's a lot of half moon work. Good job, everyone. Step back, downward facing dog. One forearm at a time. Go downward facing dog on your forearms. Keep the knees bent. Yep, child's pose is an amazing place to go instead. Keep your feet wide, 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 wide. You can pose in dolphin. Push away with your forearms. Last breath in. Exhale. Knees down. We'll all meet in Malasana pose. Breathe into that back body. Thank your legs for all that standing, balancing, working effort. Sometimes we forget how amazing our legs are. Knees as wide as the mat, as wide as they can go. Inhale, start to roll your torso up. Second time revisiting saddle, knees together, or excuse me, knees out to the side, big toes together. Support underneath, support between your bum and your heels with a blanket or pillow can be nice. Second visit, hands can be wide out to the side, supportive. Watch if you're dumping through your chest, stay lifted. A little bend of the elbows may be plenty. You may say, oh, I don't feel as much sensation. Remember, we're not trying to be sensation junkies in the practice. We're just trying to get right on the edge of enough and sustainable. Maybe your elbows visit the ground, maybe they don't. Wherever you are, ever so slightly, try and just the tiniest tuck of your tailbone, tiniest. Trying to keep your low back long and the front hip flexors a little bit longer as well. Notice how the second visit feels maybe softer in the body, and you can breathe deeper into it because you know how it feels already. 5 more breaths in saddle. Give your face some slack. Open your mouth. Hang your tongue. Keep your eyes relaxed. Keep your breath relaxed. When you're ready, only after you've taken those 5 breaths, again, no need to flip yourself up. Just come up one piece at a time. If you're on your back, come to your hands, take a breath. Walk your hands wide so you have that support. Hands out in front. Then lift into tabletop, revisiting that blood flow to the knees, right leg back, right toes tucked. 2 to 3 times each leg. Once you've evenly moved from leg to leg, feet out to one side, maybe the right side, hips to the left, just a way to get onto your bum. And legs out in front. You made it. Ah, so nice. Just because you're seated doesn't mean your breath is done. Right leg out to the side, sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh, Janushir Shasana. Seated twist first. So right leg out, left foot is into your inner thigh, right hand to your left knee. Left arm is behind you. I want you to grow before you go into the twist. So inhale, grow up nice and tall, then exhale, go into the twist. And think about that a few more rounds. Inhale, grow taller, then exhale, go into the twist. Right foot active, right toes up. Again, inhale to grow, exhale to go into it. Last one. Release on an inhale. Just simply switch. Left leg out to the side, right sole of the foot, left inner thigh, making sure you can feel your bum on the ground, so you're sitting up as tall as you can. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale, grow, taller. Exhale, go into that twist a little more. And I know it's hard for your brain to do a lot, to breathe, to sit, to twist, but try not to neglect your left foot. 2 to 3 more rounds. Just as much attention and care on seated postures as you would take for any standing posture. As you're ready, release on an inhale. This time, keep your left leg out to the side. Just put it straight out in front. So if it's out to the side of your mat, straight out in front, right leg out so you're making a 90-degree angle in your legs. And please take a moment to look at your environment. If there's anything behind you that you might crash your head onto, give yourself a little scoot. You're basically going to take the half moon leg shape on your back. So your legs are at a 90-degree angle. You come onto your elbows first, and then your arms come out to a T, head on the ground. So just half moon on your back. Maybe picking up your right leg just a little bit, a little higher towards your right armpit, but it's not required. Left leg is still straight out in front. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift your palms up towards the ceiling, arms come a little closer down to your side. Breathe in. Exhale. Feel free to close your eyes. Use your next exhale, picking up your right leg towards the ceiling, straight up. Exhale, bend your right knee, take it across your body, spinal twist. Use your exhale to soften into the twist. Feel free to pull your left knee underneath your right for more support if that twist feels better than just one leg across. 2 legs across might feel more productive and stable for your body. Use an exhale, come back onto your spine, right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex into the ankle, pull your toes towards your face. Inhale, float your whole right leg down next to your left. This time, right leg stays down, pointed straight ahead. Left leg out to the side, so making a 90-degree angle. It's that half moon shape. Both glutes are on the ground. Arms are out to a T. Should feel softer in your hip. You might be in the right spot where there's enough effort and ease happening, or maybe you need to make an adjustment so you're a little bit more at that intersection. Next, inhale, palms flip up towards the ceiling. Arms come a few inches closer down by your side. Use an exhale, take your legs straight up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Bend at your knee, exhale, take it across, spinal twist. Again, it can be the one-legged twist across. You can bring your bottom knee up to support your top knee. Ease up into your face. We're moving towards a more relaxed state, so you can begin to let go of intensity in your breath. Exhale, roll back onto your spine, legs straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, slowly let your legs float down. Now, the next minute is yours. Taking any final movement or shape, posture, adjustment. So you can spend a couple minutes in a resting position that feels nice for your body to be in. Bridge, heavy baby. I know there's a lot of options. If you're not sure, you can always just take a longer Shavasana. I want you to feel like you can fully relax when you do begin to make your way there. And when you're ready to settle in, big open mouth exhale, just let it out. And allow yourself the gift to rest. As always, you are welcome to stay resting for the last minute or so of practice. If you feel like you've completed that moment of quiet, begin to breathe and stretch back into the day, the morning, your body. Moving into the side position on your right side, that little seed pose called a bija in Sanskrit. Supporting your head, your skull, your brain with your upper arm underneath, just like a pillow. And coming just as you began to Sukhasana, easy seated position, something underneath your sits bones, grounded lower body, lifted spine, and calm breath. Or Shavasana still. Hands on your belly if you're in Shavasana, hands at your heart, elbows relaxed to your sides. Being grateful for the time you've chosen to dedicate to yourself this morning, to your breath, to your movement, to those sweet moments of calm and rest. Thank you all so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys all again. Namaste. If you're still in Shavasana, take your time, but just make sure you don't fall asleep and miss something. But thanks, everyone. Teacher trainees, I'll see you guys at the end of the day in just a good handful of hours. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. I'm trying out this new microphone situation, so if you got any feedback, you're always welcome to tell me.
Thank you, Amy Jane.
Thanks, Charlize. I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Thanks, Amy. Great.
Thank you, Lisa. Oh, Duncan, your dog's so cute.
Thanks. She got a little freaked out just now. Something ran in the house, I think.
Aww.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Duncan.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for. I've done so few morning yoga classes. It's like an entirely different experience. I'm an evening person currently. It's nice.